You boot up a game. Suddenly, you're hit with a screen that says, adjust gamma until the logo is barely visible. Why the riddle? Why not just a simple slider? Stick around, because today we're decoding the mysterious science behind your screen's brightness, without putting your eyes through a meat grinder. Gamma isn't just a fancy word for brightness. It's a mathematical shortcut that maps digital numbers to how your eyes actually see light. Displays emit light linearly, but our eyes, we're super nonlinear. We notice tiny changes in shadows way more than we notice them in bright highlights. Gamma fixes that mismatch. Imagine you're in a dark room. A tiny candle feels incredibly bright. Now step outside at noon. That same candle vanishes. Your brain compresses the world's insane light range into something manageable. Games use gamma to compress digital brightness, so your monitor doesn't try to punch you with pixel-level math. So why the barely visible trick? Because it's the visual sweet spot. When that logo fades into the background, but you can just asterisk make it out, your display's shadow detail aligns perfectly with your eye's contrast sensitivity. Nudge it lower, and shadows turn into voids. Nudge it higher, and everything bleaches into a glowy mess. Go too low, and you get black crush. That's where deep shadows lose all texture because your screen can't physically emit less light, and your eyes lose the contrast needed to separate details. The barely visible threshold stops you from drowning your gameplay in a pixel swamp. Go too high, and you're fighting clipped highlights. Bright areas lose their edge, textures melt into one neon blob, and suddenly your stealth mission looks like a neon sign saying, I'm over here. The calibration screen is basically your display's personal space bubble. Respect it. But wait, why 3 identical-looking images? It's not an aesthetic choice. Those are calibration anchors for different monitor types: LCD, OLED, and legacy CRT. Each panel has a native gamma curve. The game gives you 3 reference points, so you can pick the one that matches your hardware's baseline without needing a PhD in display physics. You might game on a $200 laptop, a $200 OLED, or a phone held at a 45-degree angle in a coffee shop. Gamma calibration is hardware agnostic. It strips away fancy features like HDR or local dimming and forces a universal baseline. No matter what screen you're on, barely visible is the mathematical handshake that says, we good. Under the hood, gamma uses a power function, usually 2. Think of it like a volume knob that turns slow at first, then quick, then slow again. This matches how our pupils and retinas process light. When you tweak it until that logo vanishes into the background, you're manually tuning that power curve to your specific panel's behavior. Think of gamma like tuning a microscope. If you focus too tight, you see nothing. Too loose, everything's a blur. The barely visible logo is your focus ring. You're not just adjusting brightness, you're aligning your screen's output with human vision so the game actually looks like it was meant to be played. So next time that screen pops up, don't skip it. The barely visible instruction isn't a trick. It's a precision tool that locks your display's shadows, highlights, and midtones into harmony. You're not guessing brightness, you're calibrating perception. If you want more tech mysteries decoded without the textbook boredom, hit subscribe. Drop your wildest, why does my game do that? Questions below. I'll see you in the next one.